Hello, my dear students. We want to study about the roasting. Let us define roasting. It is the process of heating the sulfide ores in the presence of or in the excess of oxygen below their melting point. Remember that the heat should be not so high that they overcome the melting point of the ores below their melting point, so that the ore turns into oxide and sulfur dioxide gas is produced. The gas escapes out from the reaction mixture. So this is how the roasting takes place. Roasting is actually heating in the presence of oxygen. So the roasting is generally done with the sulfide ore. So we have various sulfide ores. You can say ZnS, zinc sulfide. It is allowed to, in the presence of oxygen, it turns into zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. Lead sulfide, which is heated in the presence of oxygen to gives us lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. Copper or cuprous sulfide in the presence of oxygen heated to gives us cuprous oxides and sulfur dioxide. The sulfide ores of copper heated in the reverberatory furnace. Just you need to remember the name of the furnace in which these sulfide ores are heated. But if ore is CuFeS2, that means iron is also present in the ore, which is also known as copper pyrite. Or if it contains iron as an impurity, the ore is mixed with silica, that is silicon dioxide, and then heated in the excess of oxygen in the reverberatory furnace. So you can easily understand that CuFeSt, when heated with oxygen, it gives us CuO, FeO, and 2SO2. Now let us understand what is slag. There are so many terms that we need to understand. One of them is slag. So let us understand what is slag. As SiO2 is already added to the ore before roasting, FeO reacts with SiO2 to give FeSiO3. This FeSiO3 is known as slag. Iron oxide slags off as an iron silicate. The iron silicate FeSiO3 is known as slag. Then we have one more definition to study about. This definition is the definition of copper matte. So let us understand what is copper matte. After roasting, the oxides of copper, that is cuprous oxide Cu2So obtained, that is copper 1 oxide or copper oxide, contain FeS, that is iron sulfide, and Cu2S, that is cuprous sulfide, as impurities. It is known as the copper matte. So the copper cuprous oxide obtained after roasting, which is having some impurities, these impurities are in the form of ferrous sulfide and cuprous sulfide, and this cuprous oxide along with the impurities is known as copper matte. Note: during roasting, sulfur dioxide produced is used for the production of sulfuric acid. So during the process of roasting, sulfur dioxide is produced. It is a very important product and it should not be wasted. Even it is problem for the environment. So instead of it goes to the environment and create any problem, or it is important for the production of sulfuric acid, this sulfur dioxide produced is utilized for the production of sulfuric acid. Then we have the next step. Now here we have converted the ore into the oxides. Now we are going to convert this ore into reduction of oxides to the metal. So these oxide, whatever we have produced, we are going to reduce them so that we can get a crude metal. So reduction of oxides or reduction of metallic oxides usually involves the heating the oxide with some other substance acting as a reducing agent. So these metal oxides are heated along with the reducing agents. What are those substances that we can use as a reducing agent? So we have the list of those names. Reducing agents are mostly either carbon or coke, or it may be carbon monoxide. or it can be the more reactive metals which are generally used in a thermite process like aluminium. This thermite process is also known as the aluminothermy. It may be hydrogen, that is H2, which is used into the hydrometallurgy process. Now we will understand example aluminium in case of Fe2O3, Cr2O3 and MnO2. That is what we have studied in 10th standard about the thermite process. We are also going to study about the thermite process in the same chapter. General reaction for the use of carbon as a reducing agent. Suppose we use carbon as a reducing agent, then what can be the general reaction? MXOY plus YC. The number of oxygen and number of carbon are taken same. That gives XM plus YCO. So you can easily understand with the example that if you have zinc oxide plus carbon, if you heat it at the temperature of 1673 Kelvin, zinc oxide is converted to zinc metal, which is a crude metal, and we have carbon monoxide. Same way you can see here, we have Fe2O3, oxygen is 3, so we need to take 3 carbon, then we heat it, so we get 2 Fe, which is a crude metal, and 3 carbon monoxide. I hope, my dear students, you are enjoying. Happy learning.